Achados e perdidos da história. Relíquias musicais. Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison, B.B. King, Jerry Lee Lewis e Johnny Cash. O que eles têm em comum, além de milhares de fãs e discos de ouro? Todos gravaram o primeiro disco nos estúdios Sun, em Memphis, Tennessee, onde existia um aparelho modesto, mas capaz de fazer maravilhas. Uma incrementada mesa de som. A máquina se compunha de poucas agulhas, alguns medidores e botões. Mas a história dos estúdios Sun se confunde com a do nascimento do rock and roll, que teve como berço esta mesa. No início da década de 50, as margens do Mississippi ecoavam ao som de blues, música gospel e country. Esses diferentes estilos musicais se encontraram na cidade de Memphis, no Tennessee, e o palco do encontro foram os estúdios Sun. O dono do estúdio, Sam Phillips, dizia: "Nós gravamos qualquer coisa, a qualquer hora."
Sam is one of the most unique characters in the world. There never was anybody like Sam, and there probably never will be anybody like Sam. Sam was entrepreneurial enough to believe that you could take this kind of homegrown, folksy music, especially the black music of the time, and we're talking about the late 40s and early 50s, and that somehow could be marketable.
That was a pretty, I think, bright move on this old dumb boy's part. You have to keep in mind, I was working with untried, unproven people, which was what I wanted to do. The Elvis Presleys, the Johnny Cashes, the Jerry Lee Lewises, the B.B. Kings, none of these people were really acquainted with recording.
Quando Sam Phillips fundou os estúdios Sun no número 706 da rua Union, em Memphis, ele sabia que queria criar um novo som. E foi exatamente o que conseguiu quando gravou Rocket 88 de Ike Turner em 1951. O disco é considerado o marco inicial do rock and roll. Com o sucesso desse e de outros discos, Phillips pôde incrementar o local em que fazia os trabalhos. A mais importante mudança foi em um elemento fundamental para qualquer estúdio: a mesa acústica, que controla tom e volume e combina instrumentos e vozes para as gravações.
I didn't have the money to buy a new board of any kind, so I thought, boy, I've got to find out where I can get me a used board and rework it. And luckily I found one in South Carolina.
A mesa era da RCA, modelo 76D. Fabricado no começo dos anos 30, o aparelho podia controlar os sons de até 6 instrumentos ou microfones. Os estúdios atuais podem dar conta de mais de 100. Phillips comprou a mesa de uma rádio da Carolina do Sul por $500.
I know people can't believe $500 was a lot of money, But that board new would have sold for about, in the 30s, would have sold for, and that's Depression time, would have sold for $2,800, $25 minimum. And $500, and I've got me a new board when I get through with it.
Foi um ótimo negócio, mas a mesa precisava de melhorias.
I remade it from top to bottom, inside. It changed all of the electrolytic capacitors, cleaned all the rotary pots that controlled the gain. And tell you the truth, I had a great time doing that because I was so proud. I was familiar with this board.
O maior incremento à mesa foi o recurso da reverberação adicionado por Phillips.
Reverb is a little delay of sound. It gave us a little bit of a different sound. And boy, I thought that was very important to have a sound that was a little different.
Por quase uma década, os estúdios Sun e a mesa acústica definiram o rock and roll, lançando sucessos como Blue Suede Shows, de Carl Perkins, That's Alright Mama, de Elvis Presley, I Walk the Line, de Johnny Cash e Great Balls of Fire, de Jerry Lee Lewis. A mesa RCA 76D produzia um sucesso atrás do outro, repassando-os aos discos e às rádios americanas.
I don't think that Elvis or Carl Perkins or Jerry Lee Lewis or any of them would have sounded the same had it not been the work that Sam did using this RCA board and some of the changes that he made and his ear for what it should sound like.
Em 1960, os estúdios Sun mudaram-se para um espaço mais moderno em Memphis e a mesa, enfim, deixou de ser usada. Na época, o aparelho já tinha 30 anos, estava se tornando antiquado. Phillips precisava se manter atualizado e guardou-o no depósito do irmão. A mesa lá permaneceu até 1976, quando um amigo de Sam resolveu exibi-la em uma exposição sobre o rock and roll.
I kind of turned it over to good hands and threatened them with their life if they lost it.
Em 1995 foi inaugurado o Hall da Fama do Rock and Roll em Cleveland, Ohio. A mesa acústica da RCA tinha que estar presente na inauguração.
Sam felt that this was the most important piece to be up there because it was the one that really started rock and roll music the way we know it today.
Mas a mesa não poderia permanecer em Cleveland. Afinal, o rock and roll surgira em Memphis. No ano 2000, ela voltou definitivamente para casa e instalou-se no Museu do Rock, na cidade de Memphis.
Because he felt that to have it here, less than really about a mile from where it originally was in use at Sun Studios, was more important than having it be at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And he also felt that this museum really did tell the true story of what happened in Memphis. This board was the artifact that spun off all of the other things that are in the museum.
I looked after it and I babied my baby, I really did. And it's still one of the most beautiful pieces of gear that I'll ever see. I mean, it is because it delivered a lot to the people. It was faithful to me. It was faithful to everybody that got on it. It was just a good board. I bet you could hook the damn thing up right now and it'd work.
A mesa acústica RCA 76D dos estúdios Sun está exposta ao público no Museu do Rock, em Memphis, no Tennessee. A seguir, o som eletrônico que deu início a uma revolução musical.
Estamos apresentando